Today we're going to talk about how to basically get rich in PESIM 99. So enough said, let's get started. So as you guys do know, we did get a Halloween event in PESIM 99, which does include the back rooms returning. It is a little bit different from the original, but before we go into the back rooms, let's go ahead and talk about some stuff in the main world. If you're struggling to break the breakables to go to a new area, all you want to do is stay at the first area and just keep continuing on, because it will still count your breakables even though you're at the first area. And also keep in mind, when you're making rainbow and golden pets for this event, it does not mean from your best egg. It can be any gold and rainbow pets. But once you get to the last area and have the best stat pets, you're going to want to obviously AFK farm this for as much as you can, because in the final area you are going to be able to farm candy corn, which is going to transition into crafting gifts, and that's where all the diamonds come into play. If you guys are wondering how to max out your drops for candy corn if you're free to play or pay to win, this is the loadout I do use for pay to win. Yes, I do know that chest mimic does not work, but I just have those in to fill up the spots because I don't have any corruption books anymore. But if you have corruption books, definitely run them. So I do run a super magnet, 1 critical, 2 diamond 10s. This is not required, but I do like making diamonds in the background, 2 treasure hunter 10s, and 1 strong pets 10. Recently I was running lucky X 10 to get the best stat pets, but since all those accounts have the best pets already, I changed this into a strong pets 10 to get even more damage out of it. And for the free to play enchant loadout, you're gonna want to use magnet 3. I have super magnet, just ignore that, pretend is magnet 3, 1 criticals, 2 strong pets 10. You can mix and match these if you want, like you can run 2 criticals and 1 strong pets, so on and so forth, and 2 treasure hunter 10s. This loadout works for me because I have the best stat pets and have the most damage possible. Maybe in your case it's a little bit different. You are going to want to experiment for yourself and what fits your pet team, but I think this is a solid loadout to run to maximize your drops for candy corn or pumpkins. I am not 100% sure if empowered enchants do work in this event. I wouldn't see why they wouldn't, but if you do have the resources to do this, make sure to empower your enchants, because for treasure hunter it increases your drops by 55%, and if you empower it, it will turn into 77%. So that's a decent jump to getting more items. And obviously you can do this for any other book that you are using, because for criticals it's 29%, and if you empower it, it's 36%. And I do know that the event says boost or paused, but even if it says that, make sure you come over to the boost exchange in the millionaire world and put on all of these boosts: 100% egg luck, 15% drop chance, and 5% diamond boost. Technically you don't have to do all 3 of these, so if you can only do one of these, make sure you target the 15% drop chance, because that can possibly give you more candy corn, and you guys already know, more candy corn, more diamonds. And you can also use it if you're farming for pumpkins. So now that you have all your pets, you're in the final area, you have all the boosts possible, and also including all the Halloween upgrades as well, you'll be ready to farm candy corn and pumpkins. And if you guys are wondering how many gifts I can craft a day, I can roughly craft almost 2,000 gifts every day, which is going to cost me 20 million to craft, but I do get 155 million in return, which is a really big profit margin. And I do know that all the candy corn is worth more than all the gifts combined, but the thing is that candy corn will eventually keep dropping because people are selling it a lot cheaper than the wrap price. So if you have that question, will it be easier to sell candy corn or the gifts, definitely take your chances with the gifts, because I've already seen so many people buying gifts and literally opening them in the plaza, and you'll also have a chance to get a huge, so players are automatically attracted to the gifts. So if I can average 2,000 gifts every single day, it is 140 million diamonds for me to craft 2,000 for the next 7 days. But since the gifts are 155 million right now, as of me recording this video, I will be making 1 billion plus diamonds a week, so that is a huge profit margin. You're flipping 140 million diamonds into 1 billion diamonds. But do keep in mind, I do have super drops, so maybe for the free to play player you might make a little bit less candy corn and make a little bit less diamonds, but no matter what, if you have the super drops game pass or no game passes at all, you're still gonna make profit no matter what, as long as you do everything correctly. I used to always say keep the gifts after the event is over. In this case, do not save anything from these events anymore. Yes, the prices will go up because you're not going to be able to craft them, but the thing is, nobody's going to care about the event nor the rewards. So if you are going to do this, sell the gifts as fast as you can, and also undercut a few thousand. Obviously not a crazy amount to the point where you're barely making any profit, but definitely sell them around maybe 3 or 4k less than the wrap price to sell them even quicker. That way you're not in the plaza for a lot of time. You can just go back to farming and then selling and then farming, instead of being in the plaza 24/7 trying to sell a whole bunch of these gifts for wrap price or over wrap price. And everything I mentioned before, use it for the back rooms as well. And if we look right now, the pumpkin gifts are a little bit more expensive than the candy corn gifts. So as of right now, farming pumpkins is a lot better than candy corn, but both are pretty good. The profit margin is just a little bit larger for the pumpkins. I will of course be farming both events because I do need to open gifts for a video, so stay tuned for that as well. And for all my free to play players, the back rooms is going to be the best shot to get huges and diamonds at the same time. You're going to be able to find them, but the thing is, you are going to have to sit in the area and farm coins for maybe an hour or so. That way you have enough to hatch the whole hour. And if you guys are wondering how much you need to hatch in an hour, you're definitely going to need more than 80 million coins to do so, but that shouldn't take long at all if you have the best stat pets or the best pets you can possibly get. But if you don't want to farm the area, then go look for the eggs. You can come to the first area, get a very small chance of getting the huge, but also get pumpkins at the same time. All you have to do is come over to the egg, start hatching it, and just run into the area, and you'll still be able to break stuff and hatch the egg at the same time, which will obviously give you pumpkins. Obviously, like I said, a small chance at the huge, but you will most likely not get it, but you're still gonna make a lot of profit from the pumpkins. And I've also been playing on a free-to-play account in the back rooms, and the drop rate for pumpkins are pretty good. My account does not have tier 10 books. I literally have tier 5 books. I have rainbow stat pets, and I've already gotten my first huge, and I've gotten more than 20 million worth of pumpkins already. And I also forgot to mention, in the main event world, when you're in the last area farming for candy corn, make sure to use your best flags. For an example, shiny, rainbow, hasty, strength flags, or even diamond flags if you're doing enough damage. Personally, I use diamond flags because, like I said before, I like making diamonds in the back end. But if you are struggling a little bit with damage, definitely go with your best damage flag. But apart from that, please do not take this event for granted to get rich in PESIM 99. That basically does conclude this video. There is going to be a giveaway as well. I'm going to be giving away 500 candy corn gifts. The requirements up on the screen for you to enter. The winner will be chosen in the next video, but I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.